Recordings on.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Father
What's up?
and we have Shining Wolf.
Shine on, shine on.
Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Doing all right, doing all right. Can't complain, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I want to start with Father's favorite person, Kanye West.
Oh
so,
Lord.
so
Oh.
so if y'all haven't been in the news, Kanye West and some people thought he was playing, but I guess I'm the only one that actually took him serious. He is running for president. So basically, Kanye West 2020, and I'm not sure or this is official, but I heard he has Joe Osteen as his running mate. I might have to like recheck that, but gentlemen, how do we feel about Kanye West running for president?
hmm I feel like it's a joke. I don't really think he's serious, to be honest. I think he's doing it for spotlight. Like he hasn't
I
signed no papers
Go
yet,
ahead.
from what I heard. Yeah, he hasn't signed no papers yet, from what I heard. I don't know if he's serious. I think it's a publicity stunt, but I'm sure we will see. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
Father, what about you?
Oh my God. Right. Like I'm speechless, honestly. I'm honestly speechless. And then he says, hey, I'm running for president, Kanye 2020. He also said he's not a Trump supporter no more, which is bullshit. And
hmm
then there was also talking about how he had a bipolar breakdown or some shit, or he was going through like a bipolar breakdown again. So I'm like, yo, what's going on with this man? Like, shit.
He obviously has problems. Mental
Well,
problems.
he obviously has issues, but people keep parading him around as if he's the. See, that's the one thing I kind of don't like about the culture within like celebrities and shit like that. People don't see these people as human beings. So they say some shit, and they propped up, and they get elevated, and they're hold to a certain standard that you wouldn't hold your fellow people with. So it's like it's just a mess all around. And then you got people probably all up in a circle and shit like that. Like, what are they doing with this man? Like, he's not okay. I don't think he's okay. Okay, I feel like he's okay, but there are certain times like this where the nigga on some shit and people just take it, and it's like, bruh, no, no, he can't be president. Like, stop. What are y'all doing?
So, Ray, I think you think this is something that he's actually going to do? Or do you think this is some
I,
type of publicity stunt?
I think he's dead ass serious. I do not think this is a. There is honestly, I this is why I think he supported. The thing is, he doesn't support Trump off of no political reason, off of nothing. He supports him because he likes him. And then, like watching Trump get in the presidency, I think he feels like he could do it. I think even if this bipolar breakdown, then he's like, I'm running for president, and I feel he feels like he could win. I do like one thing about being a Kanye fan, though I'm not going to vote for him. If anybody's asking, I'm not going to vote for him. But at the same time, I do think he is dead ass serious about running for president. He's been saying this before. When I run for president, and people laugh, and he goes, "What are y'all laughing at?" I thought he was serious. Now I thought he was going to do it in 2024 because his boy Trump. But I guess he thought he said, "Fuck the red hat." Do I think he's done with Trump? Yeah, I think he got what he got out of him, and I guess he felt like he was being used, just like he and but and this is to me, and I think a lot of people think Kanye is going to take away from the Democratic vote. I think that's actually really stupid. I honestly think he could get from both sides. Kanye West is like not just black famous. He is white. He is international, and a lot of people like really fucks with his music, especially white people. I'm pretty sure a couple white Republicans will vote for him, especially if he gets the younger crowd. And like if he's talking some sense to where, and even though we know Kanye and this rant doesn't make sense, if he's all of a sudden eloquent enough to make sense, he might bring young people out there to vote for him. So, do I think this is a joke? No, I think he's dead ass serious, and I feel like I'm not going to say he has a chance, but I do think that people are going to vote for him, and especially if you don't like Trump and if you don't like Biden,
Mm.
they're going. I'm telling you, they're going to vote, and if he's persuasive enough, they're going to vote for him.
Mm. That's scary.
It is scary because it's like, wow, like what is this? There's something as prestigious as being president of the United States is supposed to be what it is, prestigious. Why is it a fucking joke now? And it's like, why is someone like a celebrity? Now I know Donald Trump is a celebrity. I think Richard Nixon was an actor before, but it shouldn't get to this point to where like people look at it as a fucking joke. And now like some people is just like, I'm really gonna hold my vote now. Like this, if y'all really taking y'all not taking it serious enough, I'm just really gonna hold my fucking vote. So
People be like, "Oh, you have to vote." I'm like, "Man, if I don't like any of the options, I don't want to be responsible for any shit that's about to come through." Because that's a mess right there. You got a
yeah,
clown, you got a pedo, and you got a crazy man.
yeah. You kind of look at it. Is this is what we really suck with? It's like I didn't pick, especially when you feel like you didn't choose these people. It's
Mm-hmm.
like this is really what y'all giving us. It's like wow. I don't. I'm telling you right now, me personally, for those that want to hold their vote, I don't blame you. I really fucking don't.
That's
I
what
know a
I'm.
lot of
That,
people. Go
mm,
ahead.
nah, like you, bruh. Like I've been just going back and forth in my mind about whether I want to vote or not. It says, bruh, like it literally does not matter who I vote for. It's either red Trump or blue Biden. It's both sides of the same coin. You want red Trump or blue Trump? Like fuck. Both these niggas don't like black people. Let's just keep it a buck. And y'all like I voted, for my DA. I voted like I'm usually pretty, you know, active in the voting scene when it comes to Virginia and shit. And our superintendent of schools is actually dope. So I'm glad that we keep voting him in. Like he actually goes to like the schools and he actually helps people out and shit. But this president, I might sit this one out. I cannot in good conscience vote for Joe Biden. I can't do it.
Me neither. Me neither. I can't do that. I was like, I would have been decided I'm not going to vote because of the selection.
Tony, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
What you think? We're talking about Kanye running for president.
I'm thinking he may have Kim Kardashian, her fan base may vote. I just think that it's not what's important. It's only what's famous. And that's how society is. I think that if Kim, he gonna get a lot of votes, especially have his wife and the Kardashians going to it. Because I mean, they got a lot of fan base too. They got a lot of young people that don't vote, and they could just say, "Hey, vote," and they could wind up just voting for his husband or his brother-in-law.
Mm.
You didn't think of that, and I think that's it.
Yo, for some reason, it reminds me of I think it's like the Alien versus Predator title is like whoever wins, we lose. That's how it's like. That's I feel like that's going to be the headline. Does anybody else have any last words to say before we move on to our next topic?
Mm. Mm-mm.
I
All
don't hate
right,
Kanye, but I don't like him.
say it again, Father.
I don't hate Kanye, but I don't like him.
And yeah, and with that, let's go to the next topic. And this one, I guess I don't want to say I took this one personal, but I've to me, like, I wanted to talk about the Janelle Monáe situation where she took the Twitter about like um the misogyny in hip hop. I was trying to cancel the male rappers in hip hop and all that other stuff, and the misogyny is based on preference based on sex and all that other stuff. So, um, I personally, I have my feelings about it. But gentlemen, how do you feel about what she was talking about?
Well, she didn't only bring up like the sex and sexualization of the bitches and hoes and all that shit. She brought up the drug culture and the what did she say? She said drug culture and something else. Yeah, pretty much gonna leave it at that. Yeah, and the drug culture and all that stuff too. The degeneracy of how I like the culture. That's what she brought up as well. That's it for right now, anyway. I just wanted to address that.
Father, what'd you think?
I kind of don't even really have a problem with what she said, and I'm gonna explain why. So it's no secret that hip hop has misogynistic rappers and shit like that. But at the same time, there's shit to offset it. You know what I'm saying? You have your conscious rappers and shit like that. Also, like a lot of the misogynist shit is a lot of this misogynistic shit sells, unfortunately. And it's not just dudes that are buying it. A whole lot of women are buying that shit too. But they're not buying it because, oh, I don't have no pride of myself or nothing. These are turn up songs. These are songs to, just get drunk and have a good time with. I don't think they're looking way too deep into the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And also, I don't think people are just going out of their way to this, oh man, she's a bitch. Black women are bitches. Like, ain't nobody really gonna make a song like that unless you're trying to get canceled or some shit. So, I mean, there have been times in the past where artists have been like called out for some of their lyrics. I remember Chris Brown when she said he only want to fuck bitches with good hair. I remember that. But at the same time, I ain't hear Janelle Monáe say anything about that. At least from my experience, at least from what I researched. So I understand what she's saying when she said that she wants to get the misogyny out of rap, but good luck with that because music is free speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want. There's literal songs of like, pedophilia and shit like that. There's a lot of shit. There's songs that literally worship Satan. You know what I'm saying? So music is expression, irregardless. So it's kind of but like I don't think it's a silly thing to say, but I don't really think it's realistic to say that you want to get the misogyny out of rap. If you don't want to listen to misogynistic music, then you go elsewhere. Now that's not me like excusing misogyny in the rap, if you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, let's look at who's listening to the music because if you're gonna stop that, you better everyone is complicit. If you want to stop it, everybody is complicit. So, but shout out to Janelle Monáe. That's still our sister.
Tony, what you think? Tony, you there?
Yeah, I say I really don't have to say anything different from what everybody else said. It would be hard to do.
Uh, okay.
Okay. I got another. Oh, you go ahead. I go last.
Here's shit. Here's some of the tweets I did find that I guess. All right. One of them is I really only ever want to hear women rapping. The amount of misogyny from most men in rap music is infuriating. We need to abolish that shit too. And another tweet, y'all can't wait to call women every bitch hoe, discuss violent acts against women, etc., except for clout and rap, rock, and throughout music history. Misogyny has never been okay, yet it has become normalized. Women didn't create misogyny, y'all did, so you do the work to abolish it. So it's just okay. The thing is, all right, if you only want to hear rap, then I guess Young May be talking about the same shit that some of these some of these other male rappers be doing. Nobody ever feel like no one bats an eye. And I like Young Ma. I feel like I said, like these women, they use the same type of sexual nature to do what the fuck they want. I don't have a problem with none of that. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a problem with none of the female rappers that rap the way they want to, because like you said, hip hop is a freedom of speech. The hip hop came off of, out of, the beatbox and the breakdancing, but when they started rapping, it's like sometimes it's raw, rugged, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun lyrics, sometimes it's deep conscious shit. It's just I've always said this the problem I do have with hip hop, there's no balance. It seems like ever since like the bling era, it seems like that's all they want to show you is like the people talking about money, cars, and hoes and all that other stuff. It seems like the '90s, when you had your balance of both gangster rap and then like you had your public enemies with the Fight the Powers and like some of your more conscious rappers like your Talib Kweli's, your Most Defs, your Pharaoh Monch, and like you had all those in the '90s. You don't really get that much here, except like a few songs from like Ludacris, like "Runaway Love," when he's talking about the girls that run away from their homes because the abuses. I feel like you only she's only hearing what, like, to me, she's only hearing the what I'm getting from this is she's only hearing what the mainstream is putting out, because I can name many of songs that like put black women in a positive light. Common damn near had a whole album putting black people in a positive light, and he was talking and he had a song for black women, how put them in a good light. Tupac had songs about women, like keep your head up, dear mama, and I know he also had songs like I get around and you wonder why they call you bitch. It's just like, what are you getting at? There's love songs that I feel like if you would have listened, if I'd have showed you some of the love songs I've heard that talk about women, you'd be amazed. Is like how someone could deliver such eloquent lyrics throughout some of these songs. I feel like you're only hearing what you want to listen to, and I feel like some people, and even if this goes for most of our people, we're stuck in a space so much, and then we're stuck in our own echo chamber that we're just hearing our own voices. We're just like not really trying to go out and see what other stuff is there. Is there misogyny in hip hop? Yeah, but mostly hip hop is, like I told people last week, or in a video made. Hip hop is mostly a male fantasy. That's what dudes want, especially if you're single. Yeah, you want fly cars, you want fly clothing, you want good jewelry, you want a bitch in every fucking area code, all that other stuff. That's the life of a single black male. But if you also listen to some of these people that grow up, like a Jay-Z, like a Nas came from like a street poet to someone like a storyteller, and he's talking about owning black-owned business. You hear Jay-Z, he went from Big Pimpin' to being a family man, and he's talking about art, and he's talking about how like sharing down wealth to his daughters and hoping that their kids get wealth and all that. You hear from Jeezy, he went from Trap or Die to like Church in the Streets, to where it's just like you hear positive songs, which she was on, The Sweet Life, that she was fucking on and all that other stuff. So I think that there are positive rap. And she even said it, like there's some of the songs she do dance to that, yeah, it's kind of degrading, but you still shake your ass too. I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. I felt a real hypocritical sense out of this. I understand that there is misogyny in there, but at the same time, it's just like, who are you looking to? Who are you trying to listen to? And to me, since I think Jadena is your artist, it's like you should promote more people like him, because Father put me on his last album. It's a great album. I think Joey Badass, All American Badass, is a great album. I've heard some of Common's like some of the Common's best work is really conscious. It's just, why don't you promote them, or and why don't you promote some female rappers that that don't really go into sex much, like a Rhapsody, like a Jean Grey, or I feel like there's a lot of eras in hip hop that just get overlooked, but when they do the right thing, that we just focus on people doing the wrong thing or the more misogyny one. Like they say, sex sells. Go ahead, Shiny One. Say what you was going to say.
Well, I pretty much I was going to hop on the point you made about how like there's a certain part of conversations around misogyny. It's the degrading women as far as like calling them names and stuff like that. But then there's also the one about the sexualization part, which is the part that you talked about. And as far as sexualization goes, I feel like at some point, just like you said, art is like a freedom of expression. That's how people have described art for many centuries now. But it's like, as far as this like sexualization thing goes, we gotta be even across the board. At some point, we gotta have a real conversation. Be like, okay, so at what point is sexualization bad, and what point is it good? Because if you listen to a lot of these women, they judge the male rappers based off them having booties popping on their videos, but they praise Nicki Minaj and her and people of her ilk for having booty popping videos. So at what point are we like saying this is bad and this is okay? I've heard arguments like it's okay for the females to do it because it's underneath their control. They're doing it, it's their content, but it's bad for men to do it because it's underneath a male gaze or male standard. But that's not a good argument, at least not in my opinion.
I got something to say too. It goes about, you know, the status of females of, you know, they talk about, I mean, the conversation is talking about how men say all this stuff, but the females are how they dress, of how not being natural, always wearing weave, always wearing makeup, and it's showing other younger females that you can't be beautiful the way you are. You gotta have ass, you gotta have tits, you gotta twerk, you gotta do all that stuff. It's also go both ways of being a artist or model role model for younger females too.
Well, any of these rappers trying to be role models? Are they supposed to be role models?
I mean,
is that something that's fair to be putting on them?
You said what now?
I said, is that something that's fair for us to be putting on them? Because a lot of these rappers, male and female, say they're not trying to be role models.
Yeah,
they're living life of luxury. Like, I don't think this is why I say I don't think it's unfair to put someone in there that's, you know, want to live their life of luxury and all that other stuff. So like, I don't know, because it's just like a dude has $30 million. What you expected him to do? He's gonna buy a private jet. He's gonna like he's gonna ball out. He's gonna probably go buy them all and all that other stuff because that's his money and that's what he worked for. So it's just like what you expect for him to do.
I was listening to an issue that was related to that earlier today. But go ahead.
But that's why I said it's a male fantasy. Like, some of them get to live out their male fantasies. A lot of dudes walk around and say, "Yo, I can car," and now I get to see a Lambo. Like, niggas is like driving like Lambo Ferraris. Like, I didn't never expect that from a dude from a hood, because that shit seems out of grabs. And now that I got the money for it, I can go get it now. So it's just like, this is what I wanted, and they're talking about what they want and what they can, even through like gangster images and some shit like that. I know some of it is really, really like um rough and rugged, but some people, like, you can tell like who really lived through that and who's like really perpetrating too. I don't feel like, I know people say like music brainwashes, and yes it does, but at the same time we're not stupid either. Like, we know, like, I know at least majority of us know not to do some of the dumb shit that, you know, people do say in raps. And then I know people understand metaphors and similes enough to know, like, play on, like, sometimes what he's saying is a play on words. And sometimes we understand rap is like, you got to be clever with your bars, especially like the mid 2000s when everybody was like throwing punchlines. It was like who had the most intricate bars and who can like really ride a beat and all that other stuff. It's just like, it's so much stuff in hip hop that that's their style. Like, that's one thing. And another thing I wanted to say is just like, especially with some of these more club based music and all that other stuff, no one is forcing these women to shake their ass. I've said this before. Play back that ass up in the club. Them girls get in a position. They run to the dance floor. They want to do this shit. Ain't nobody's forcing them to do this shit.
one quick interjection, and it's
Yeah.
like if the male rappers don't do it, then the female rappers are going to do it. So the sexualization is still going to be there regardless.
True.
And then what do you do about that?
See,
Exactly.
but I think there's also kind of a difference though, because that could be seen as the women taking ownership of their, sexuality. You feel me? Like if
I
a
got
dude,
I got reverse to that too. But go ahead. I'll let you finish with mine.
but like I was just saying, like it could be seen as them reclaiming their sexuality, but when a man does it, it can be seen as nefarious because we're reducing them to their sexuality, shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard that argument before. I'm well aware of that one. But the fact of the matter is, they talk about like a lot of arguments they like to give is what if the young girl sees that and she tries to emulate that, but they don't apply that to the Nicki Minaj's and stuff, and they're gonna emulate the same thing. It's still sexualization at the end of the day, and women are going to be sexualized through males because they're seeing these over sexualized images of women all throughout, at least music media. It's kind of died down in visual media. Well, I mean, narrative medias that are not music related, but it's very rampant in the music industry. And so you're still going to have that same effect of over sexualization. And there's another point I was trying to touch on, but it was like it's just going to continue to be a consistent issue. Like in the 50s and 40s and shit, you didn't see 50s, 30s, and 40s. You didn't see a lot of content with scantily clad women running around all over the place because it wasn't a thing that we were doing back then, like except for hookers, except for prostitutes and hookers.
Yeah.
But the only reason it exists is because of the sexual revolution. Everybody was more sexually liberated. So now the media wanted to jump on like, hey, sexy is a new thing now. Scantily clad, let's do this. Let's put it out there. And now they put it out there, and art reflects what goes on in life. So as long as it's like being people are actually doing this, and this is how people live and dress and carry themselves, it's going to be in art. And if it's not in multimedia art, people are going to create because this is, for one, it's a desire. Art is entertainment. Art and entertainment, they kind of go hand in hand.
So let me ask you a question. So do you think that, so what you just explained, because when you brought up the 50s and 40s, it's like, it's always been a thing that, being promiscuous and hookers and prostitutes, that always had a negative connotation. Do you think that also played a role in how women viewed themselves when they were being talked about by men in hip hop?
Okay, could you summarize that real quick again?
So my point is, we've established that in the 40s and 50s, being promiscuous and prostitutes and stuff like that had a negative connotation. Do you think that same type of like perception can also be applied to those over sexualized women, or like the women that have an issue with the misogyny in the lyrics of hip hop today?
Oh yeah. I think they still thinking with that old mindset to a degree, because it's a degree. I think, yeah. I think it's just they don't want men to. The biggest thing I think it's not the old school mindset. I just think that they don't want men to depict their desire on women unless it's a certain type. Like if for example, if I've been on Tumblr a lot, and I'm a sketch artist, and I look at other sketch artists, and say for example, if someone draws a lewd picture of someone who has a hourglass shape, traditional hourglass shape, maybe slightly thick in the thighs or whatever, there will be people who come and have a problem with it. But if you was to draw a BBW, they don't have a problem with it. So it's like there's a certain narrative that they want you to push, especially if you're a straight male.
It seems like straight males get all the smoke.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a certain thing. It's not really consistent. It's not really consistent. You have a lot of confusion based around that. Because if you want to make a rule, you got to make the rule consistent.
Yeah, I agree. And to add on to that, with the consistency, see, it also goes back to that argument about whether, like, that argument about how men like when they wear like crop tops and shit like that. A lot of women like that shit. You know what I'm
They
saying?
kind of push it.
Yeah. They'll say shit like, "Oh, you know, he wearing a crop top. Oh, he a real man. Oh, you know, shit like that." And it's like, me as a man, as a grown ass man, I would never go up to a woman and say, "Oh my God, you're such a woman. You're them high heels. Oh my God." I'm
Right.
yeah, like I'm not someone that's gonna say, "Oh, this makes you a woman." Because I'm not a woman. It's not in my place to tell you what makes you more feminine or not. That'll be disrespectful because it's not in my lane. So if my girl, so like in a hypothetical situation, if my girl ever came up to me and told me, "Oh, you know, wear this makeup, it'll make you look so sexy," I'll be like, "Get that shit out of my face." Not because I don't have an issue with the makeup, but because it's not how I view myself. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I want to represent myself. Not that I'm taking offense to the makeup. If a dude is wearing makeup, more power to him. If he's a black man that wears makeup and he's doing his own thing, he's making his money, hey, I salute him 100%. I have no issue with that whatsoever. But to come to me and tell me that, oh, wear this, wear that, wear this makes you more of a man, don't tell me that shit. Because that's not in your place to tell me what makes me a man or not. I define my own masculinity. And I feel like women should also have the power and autonomy to define their femininity in whatever that looks like. You feel me? It's that type of shit.
Right.
Any other words before we move on to our next topic?
Not really.
Be the change you want to be. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Be the change you want to be. Like, and this is coming from a man that I've always said I've hated whole culture. I do, but let them do it. I also said let them do what they want. Is that I prefer Claire Huxtable over fucking Amber Rose any day, but that's just me. But anyway, transitioning on. Fellas, I might need your help with this one because I saw 50 Cent trending, and then like a lot of black women was angry at him, and I didn't see the reason for them to get angry at him. So on that Little Wayne podcast, Tucci got his own podcast and shit, and 50 was on there, and uh, what he was saying on there, I don't feel like it deserved the backlash he deserved, but maybe I'm missing something. So, what did y'all see when y'all saw that,
All right,
or when
all
y'all
right,
looked at it?
all right. So basically, he was saying that black women aren't exotic enough, and that they're angry and jealous and bitter because they don't because like they're not getting the role that a lot of these lighter skinned non-black racially ambiguous girls are getting. It's that same shit, like how rappers want a foreign chick, but then when it comes to a dark skinned black woman, they're not really fucking with her like that. It's that same shit that he was perpetuating, and that's why a lot of people was really getting on his ass. And I think Lil Wayne was also like co-signing this shit at the same time. So it's like, bruh, it's the same shit they got with Kodak Black with when he said that dark skin are too gutter and shit, and he want himself a light skinned chick. So yeah, and me personally, I had an issue with it because as a lover of dark skinned black women, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna if I see someone coming for them, my natural reaction is to defend them. You feel me? So like but what 50 Cent said, it really bothered me because like if you really boil the shit down, black women are the most exotic out of all the races. If you really want to be technical, dark skinned black women, there's some like people forget in slavery, that's the reason why they was getting raped the most because they were exotic. When they saw the freaking indigenous women that was running around, what did the colonizers do? They started going around them too because they look exotic. It's a white supremacist narrative that perpetuated that enabled the rape of black and brown women. So when you perpetuate that type of shit, and then you as a black man says that, oh, she ain't exotic. I want me one of them racially ambiguous chicks. You know what I'm saying? I want me a chick that speaks Spanish. There's black women that speak Spanish. Are they not considered exotic? You feel me? You can, bro. Like black women are the only women to consistently have every flavor you could ever want. If you want mocha, there's black women that's mocha. If you want fucking dark skinned chocolate, you got that. If you want it on the lighter side, you got that too. All black women. If you want one that speaks Spanish, there's those. If you want one that speaks French, there's those. If you want one that can speak 5 languages, go to fucking Africa. You feel me? There is like this narrative that black women aren't exotic is literal delusion. It's literal delusion because they come in so many forms. They come in so many different, you know what I'm saying, like aspects that you could find what you're looking for in black women. If you want that exotic chick, if you really want that exotic chick, nigga, go to Haiti, go to Jamaica, go to South Sudan, go to Kenya. Yeah.
But wouldn't biracial ambiguous like women if they mix with black, aren't they considered black too?
Well, in America, they're considered black because of the one drop rule. But if you went to any other place, they're not considered black. They're considered mixed race.
That makes sense. I never really thought that the one drop rule was the most valid way to look at it, really.
Yeah.
But
But I don't. But technically, I don't get mad at people who adopt one drop rule because that was literally an institution that was perpetuated in America to justify the fact that a slave master had a child with a slave, and now this is the result. Oh no, you're still a slave, go and work. While in other places they claim their children. That's why a lot of Dominicans don't like to say they're black because they was claimed because a lot of those mulattoes and a lot of those mixed people were claimed by the Europeans. So they subscribe to their belief more because at least I'm not a slave. I could be an overseer, and then I'm looking at myself like I'm a European because that's where the power is at. Shit. So we're still dealing with a lot of power dynamics within that regard. And that's why a lot of Africans, they don't say, oh, a mixed person is black. They say he's half caste. They say he's mixed race. They have that same shit in the UK too. In the UK, most of the black people are primarily from other places. There's no indigenous black UK person. They're either from Jamaica, they're either from Ghana, Nigeria. Like there's no centralized, identity for black UK people, and they bring their what's it called, their cultures and their traditions around and shit. So there it's your mixed race. But in America, we're the only ones that really say, oh, if you're mixed with black, you're black.
Tony, did you hear about this, or do you have anything to say about this?
I hear it. I guess people just want something different that they don't see every day. So assuming that's exotic.
That's what exotic means. Something that's different from you.
Something you see every day. So you see. I mean, you're in the hood. You see black females all day, but you see somebody with different skin complexion. They probably think that's better or something exotic. Like people do that with cars. People do that with cars. People do that with watches. People do that with anything to want something somebody else don't got. I'm assuming. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I mean that's how I feel about it. Like you want something that nobody else don't got, so you automatically thinking that some light skinned chick or some chick from another island or another chick from different country or something like that that stands out more when you look at rather than what she's saying.
Yeah. People with money, they want different things. They want exotic things.
Yeah, they want to stand out. I mean, you gotta think about it like this. Like when you're in the hood, I mean, a lot of people want certain clothes or certain stuff that nobody don't got. Nobody don't go to the neighborhood store and say I'm fresh. They want something they could get online or somebody else don't got, or some shoes nobody got. They want something that nobody else don't have.
So that's how I do my clothes shopping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so to answer about what you said, I understand when you said that these niggas like all they see is black women, but at the very same time, that narrative can also be perpetuated by someone in Africa that says, "Oh, all I see is Ghanaians all the time. I want me a Nigerian chick, but she's still black." You feel me? Like
yeah, but then I heard that a lot of people in Africa and the islands are a lot of the white females are bleaching their skin.
Yeah, there's a skin bleaching problem, but that's because of the standard of beauty that was perpetuated on them. You understand? So
Yeah.
it's not necessarily the fact that, oh, they look exotic, so I want to be like them. It's, oh, I was literally forced to see them as beautiful and to see myself as ugly, so I'm gonna bleach. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
true.
you can't really
Yeah,
equate the two.
true. Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say you're reaching because obviously, what father, you grew up different than most other blacks. Am I correct to say that? Am I kind of correct
Well,
to say that?
yeah, I grew up with the Ghanaian culture. Like it was a mix. For me, it was a mix. So like when I was outside, it was, American culture. Of course, I grew with black people and shit like that. So that's why I'm able to relate to them. But at home, it was like Ghanaian culture and shit. So
Okay. Okay, with that being said, because I feel like people should have watched the whole thing instead of the snippet. I'm not gonna say the snippet makes them look bad, but I feel like a lot of people hopped on is because he said black bitch. And I feel like
Mm.
if you just heard the shit he said before that and after that, it wouldn't sound so bad. So this is why, I used to tell people context matters. And I'm not jumping on anybody. You can still feel how you want to feel, but before he even got to the whole like this shit is different, he was talking about, well, for one, he has a black girlfriend. I don't know if anybody ever noticed he's dating a black chick that I think she's American or some shit. But other than that, um the conversation, like the shit he was saying before that, he was talking about how like his one of his homegirls was talking about they was suffering from PTG, which is post traumatic growth, and it was just like, and he gave this example is like when his mom died, and he said when it rains, he used to say it's raining because my mom died, and then he said when he got older, he realized, oh, it's not raining because my mom died, it's raining because it was raining. And then he gets to this point right here because he was talking about how he first got got all of his money and all that stuff, and he started going to see different worlds. You're starting to see different women, and then he was like the women in his hood, because that's what he was talking about. The women in his hood was like, "Why are you fucking with these foreign joints?" And he's like, "That shit is different. That shit I've never seen it before." Which Tony has said. He was like, when you see something different, you just kind of like want to go to it and all that other stuff. It's just really different. And one thing, and the thing after that, he was talking about when he was talking about the black bitch, he was talking about defense mechanism. And an example he used after that was he brought Ghost and Tommy from Power, right? And he took them to the South Side Jamaican Queens, and he was talking about how this dude he had this heavy bop. He was because he saw a car he didn't know and he was unfamiliar. And he was talking about how his defense mechanism was like he was trying to be all hard. He had a gangster bop with him. He like tried to look like he had a thing on him. When he saw 50 pop out, and he was like, "Oh snap! I didn't know that was you." And he was talking about how his whole vibe changed. And then he saw Tommy and Ghost, and it was like he was just real relaxed. He went from um being real stoic and heavy to like being just relaxed. So the whole thing about black bitches is he was like, I have a defense mechanism, which he's talked about many of times. It's like him and his paranoia. Because another example he brought up was like when he was about to ghostwrite for Diddy, and I think Diddy walked into a room, and then he like instinctively grabbed his gun, and because that was just his paranoia and his defense mechanism is to grab his tools. So he was really talking about this defensive mechanism with most women. It's just like, yo, you just killing my vibe, just black off of me and all that stuff. So I don't know how much people are going to take that, but that's why I said he wasn't really talking about black women, and he wasn't. To me, when I heard that, it was like, well, he really wasn't talking about black women, or he was just basically talking about him and his defense mechanism and like the people that he knows asking him why you like fucking with this foreign shit because you said that shit is different. It remind like, and when I thought of that, it reminds me like when I got in the Navy. When I got in the Navy, I'm seeing a bunch of ethnicities I've never seen before. I'm seeing a Filipino dude for like a first time is when I saw one in the Navy, and I'm asking him about his culture. And like when I get into A school, it was like um two women that stick out. They was both African, and I think one was Nigerian. I don't know what the other one was, but it's like they had heavy African accents, and I was drawn to them. And these are black women. I get to the boat, and one of the few girls I seen, she had a southern accent, and the southern accent was heavy. And the examples I'm giving is all black women. And it was just like, damn, that shit is sexy. Her accent is fucking sexy. I'm really drawn to that shit. So like that shit is different. I don't really hear that from, me being in DC. You get like Kill Mo, Jai Likes, and all that other stuff. I'm not hearing these from them. I'm hearing like women with their own slang and their own versions of femininity and all that other shit. It's like, yo, that shit is different. Let me go fucking fuck with them. When we was in Dubai and Tony took me to Astoria Hotel, I swear to God, it was like women of every ethnicity just walking in. It was like Ethiopian, Russian, Asians, Japanese, like your Chinese, your Japanese, some girls from like Ethiopia, some girls from other parts of Africa that I don't really know. There was one joint from Cameroon, and she was just built like a damn stallion. And it was just like when I'm seeing that, it's just like, oh my God. It's just like, yo, you got women of every flavor in there here. You just like want to try a piece and all that other stuff. So it's just like I understood what he was talking about, but I didn't think it was a big to me, and this is what I'm saying. To me, it wasn't a big deal that he said that because it's just like when you take someone out the hood and out of their element, it's like, yo, that shit is different. Let me try that. Or it's like people when like I said people want foreigns. Just like you don't see Lamborghinis in a hood. So when you see a Lamborghini in the hood, you be like, yo, what is that? That shit is different. I want that. I want that. Or it's like, how do you get that? Yo, you got to go overseas to get that. So that shit is different. I want to ride me a Lambo or some shit like that, or people in Ferraris and all that. So this is but that's why I said I feel like a lot of people was reaching in there because that shit wasn't really about black women per se or him talking about black women. It's more or less him getting out of his environment and looking at shit that's foreign to him is playing on words. So that's why that's why I asked because the way I took it is way different than other people was taking it. Because me personally, if you ask me, he wasn't even talking about black women at all, and he could have been talking about exotic black women. You may not know Amara La Negra is different from most people. I have never like you don't really see a dark skinned Dominican chick speaking Spanish and looking that damn fine. So it's just like damn, you really attracted to that shit. So I don't know. You see what you see where I'm coming from, Father?
Uh, mm, like, I mean, you explained it, but at the same time, I just feel like if you ain't really got nothing to say, if you really ain't got nothing to say that like will uplift your woman, then you shouldn't just say it at all. Because right now we're at a time where black men we're being held accountable for a lot of shit. So for you to just get on fucking TV or like not TV, but like to get on a platform and really say that shit, regardless of what narrative he was trying to push or regardless of what context he was trying to put out, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a good look either way. You feel me? And there was a lot of people that had an issue with what he said. Majority of them being black women and LGBT black folks. So when you got those people, like they gonna say something if it bothers them, as we know. So for him to say that shit, that's gonna reflect back on us, regardless of whether we feeling what he's saying or not. You feel me? So I felt like I had to make sure that I denounced what he said because number one, that's how I truly feel. Like what he said was fucked up. But number two, it's just so that like black men, we aren't a monolith. You know what I'm saying? There's that narrative that black men don't really fuck with black women and they'd rather go fuck with like a foreign chick, a Hispanic chick or a white chick than a black chick at the very end of the day. And there's a lot of us that's trying to, break that stereotype, and there's a lot of us that's trying to redirect the narrative to something that's more positive, to something that uplifts black women. So for him to say that shit and then the generalizations coming back on us, that ain't it. You feel me? So irregardless, yeah. So
No, no, no.
irregardless of what context that he was coming from, we gotta denounce that shit because it starts to sound like, oh shit, here he goes again pandering to women that don't look like him. It looks like self-hatred. Because any nigga that don't fuck with black women, that's self-hatred. Ain't no like if a Chinese man in China say he don't hate Chinese women, they're gonna look at him all types of strange. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bruh? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we do it so openly, and I'm not saying we as like as like us as individuals, but like a lot of niggas get up and they're loud about not fucking with black women. Oh, she needs to be a foreigner. Oh, you know, I like them Spanish chick with the good hair and shit like that. When you perpetuate those types of narratives, already, you know, in a society where black women can't really do shit without getting harassed in one way or the other. You know how in the corporate world you could be a beautiful, fine ass black woman that's just doing her job, and you got a hating ass Becky and Karen just looking at you because they're just jealous of what you got. You feel me? And another thing that I had a issue, and another reason why I had an issue with what he said is because many times over and over and over again, black women has had to call out cultural appropriation from other groups of women. You feel me? The shit that most black men, not most black men, but the self-hating Negroes, the ones that, you know, like the foreign chicks and say, oh, she got this, she got that, she got this, she got that. 9.9 times out of 10, that shit came from a black woman, or they copied that shit from a black woman. You feel me? Like, what is it like? You could have a black woman, like a stallion, you know, and you know she probably got like long ass cornrows, looking real good in the tats and shit. But if a Hispanic woman looks just does the same shit she does, for some reason niggas think, oh shit, it's better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not better. She's the original. You know what I'm saying? She's copying her. Most of the shit that's trending in the most in a lot of those other spaces that come from other women, that shit, black women started those trends first. Black women started those looks first. Black women elevated those looks first. You know what I'm saying? So it's not fair to black women that you are elevating other women that when those other women are biting off the shit that black women create. You feel me? And
Yeah.
that's another aspect of it.
Hey, father, what do you think about when I've heard the type you're talking about, the type of dudes you're talking about who talk about they don't want to date black women because X, Y, and Z. What do you feel about the allegations that black women are mostly overweight and that's why they don't really want to fuck with them? What do you think about that statement?
Well, no, black women are not usually overweight. That's a cop out to me because I'm sure you've heard those memes about how when black women get a white dude, they get a good looking white dude, but when a black dude get a white woman, she's decrepit and she's overweight and shit. I'm sure you've seen those memes before.
Yeah,
That's the stereotype because there was a time where a lot of
that's not actually true though, but yeah, but go ahead.
no, but like there was a time where there was a lot of Negroes. They bring their white woman and they not pretty at all. You feel me? Like you know the
Right.
type of niggas I'm talking about.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. That's
So
actually
yeah,
because I've seen some funny looking, some fine ass black chick, like the creme de la creme. Like she looked like she hit the gym in shape. You know,
yeah,
keep her tight, big juicy thighs and all that shit, thin waist, all
yeah.
that good ass shit. But she be having like some dorky ass looking white dude as her boyfriend.
Bro, we in the nerd community, we've seen plenty of those. Them fine ass cosplayers, and then you see their boyfriends and they looking like fucking tools and shit. Bro,
Right.
bruh, you already know. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like those type of like so like when you have those type of images, and then you're also seeing black men, you know, those type of Negroes perpetuate that type of mess that oh a foreigner is better because you know she got this, she got that, and you know I see black women every day. It's like so then you should know that these same women are trying to copy the fucking black women that you're shitting on. So it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yo, just to even explain that type of shit, you start to see like this shit is engineered. You know what I'm saying? Black women are already being told, yo, you're not beautiful. Yo, adhere to this standard of beauty, and you know they try their best to not to uphold it, but fall victim to it because they're trying to assimilate. They're trying to find peace within a world that hates them. So
I
when
think
they assimilate, go ahead.
I think a part of the issue is how media depicts black women because in a lot of movies, except for like current day, and it's still a thing in current day, it's just not as much. is that they depict black women in media as being like the mammy type of looking chick, the Aunt Jemima type looking chick, the big hefty kind of something like what they did with Ghostbusters and shit. How they picked that chick to be the representative of the black woman. They do that a lot in Hollywood. So other people see that. Other people and black men, even though I don't get black men because you live amongst black women, so you kind of know that there's a varying different body types for black women. But anyway, just other people in the world see that, and they see like, oh, black women, they're not very attractive. They fat, they sloppy, look like my auntie that's like 45 years old, but she's 25. That's the type of images that they're putting out there for people to consume. So what I think that, and other people have said this too, is that we need to put our best foot forward out here for like especially big roles of women, like who they got trying to play Storm right now, or if she is actually playing Storm, the woman that we were talking about earlier,
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. That's a good look for Storm because she's a attractive woman. They was trying to get like no hate on the trans community. They was trying to get a trans woman to play Storm, and that would not have been a good look for a character that's as iconic as Storm. Supposed to be a black beautiful queen goddess.
Right.
And
I would have been pissed if that happened.
Yeah, we need to build.
I've been pissed.
And we gotta represent properly. We gotta be like these other folks. I'm sorry, but these other folks, like, we're not putting these images out there really. It's the white media, the Jewish media, Jews own the Hollywood media and stuff for the most part. It's them that's putting these images out there. But we need to fight against that to a degree and be like, for big roles, we got to try to put our best out there.
I think we still do that. Even back then, you had your Pam Grizz, you had your Diane Carroll, you had your Eartha Kitt. I think Eartha Kitt's a beautiful woman and all that other stuff. I think those were like those were three different body shapes. And like I've always said, I'll go back to the 90s. The 90s, you had different types of black women, and all of them was beautiful. From your Mia Campbells, your Vivica A. Fox, your Halle Berrys, your Robin Givens, and like some of the women for living single. Go ahead.
Those are in rom-coms and comedies, though, mostly, and like romantic drama movies. People.
What about the black chick from Blade? What about the black chick from Blade?
That was a good choice. Yeah, that was a good choice. But we don't get enough. I don't feel like in like I'm gonna say multicultural movies that people across the world will more likely see. Like for example, Blade. I don't think that we get enough of those. Like even if you have like a black protagonist that's a male in it, he will be with a biracial chick or a Hispanic chick or a white chick or some shit like that.
Facts.
You don't see like say for example, it's a movie where there's a black woman by herself. They will put someone on there who's like kind of like boyish black woman and things like that. And that's not really a good depiction. The only time they would put an attractive black woman in a movie with other people is if she's with a white man, like Sonic the Hedgehog, for example. That was a good introduction, but they always put them with a white dude, or if they have a black dude, they always put them with a white or Hispanic or whatever the case may be. And anytime a black woman is by herself in like a non-relationship related role, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they put like some not to be mean, but the not quite desirable woman, and it kind of has an effect on their image. Like there's some black women. If you look it up, there are black women who will testify to this. Matter of fact, that's who I got it from for the most part.
You mean like Leslie Jones and Ghostbusters?
Well, that's an example, but they was all kind of older women though. So that's probably not the best example.
Cuter Reese got a Dion. Cuter Reese got a Dion. How y'all doing, gentlemen?
Peace, blessings.
Okay, we was basically talking about the 50 Cent thing when he was on Lil Wayne's which by the way, Lil Wayne didn't say anything. Like Lil Wayne literally said, "How you doing?" and 50 Cent talked for like an hour and a fucking half. Lil Wayne ain't say shit. But
That's 50 for you, so
Yeah,
that's typical 50.
but if I'm telling you, if y'all did watch it, it was like a whole event, and not even like a locker room conversation. It was more like a event. But we was talking Q. We was talking about the shit with 50 Cent, and he was talking about seeing a different type of women. It was different, and a lot of black women was angry about it. What was your take on it?
Black women are going to be mad when a black man goes date another race. I don't know why. I think it's a possession thing. I think it's more of a territorial situation.
Our man.
Okay, before you continue, and I'm gonna let you continue this because you just put up a moment, a thought that I've seen. Because they say the least desirable man is an Asian man, and the least desirable woman is a black woman. I've heard these stats before. And do you feel like if a black woman was just as desirable as a black man, would you feel like we would be having this type of problem?
I don't know who told the world that a black woman wasn't desirable. Like, come on, like this is
This is a statistical
ridiculous.
thing on
Like,
dating
this
There's
is
sites.
like
My
okay,
question,
on dating
my
like
question.
no,
Hold
for
on,
real,
hold on.
on
Hey,
dating sites. If you look at some of the dating sites, the most least picked, or from a male side, is Asian men. From the least picked is Asian men, and on the least picked for the women is
Black
black
women.
women.
I
all right.
think I
From
think
several
there's
different dating sites.
Now
Not that.
I understand you're looking at us because you're like we know our women, we know how beautiful women can be, but I don't know about the other races.
I think it's a stereotype that is that hovers over the black woman that thinks they're like nagging and they're not they're too how do you say it, headstrong, I guess.
And
They don't
belligerent.
they,
They think they're
they,
belligerent.
they don't allow the man to lead. The black woman is too strong for any other person to do anything other than a black man.
Hmm.
Dion, what you think?
See, I was about to ask a question a second ago. I was I was about to ask, okay, what what exactly makes a person desirable or undesirable? Let's start with that.
Ooh, I got some. I did some research on that, but
I mean,
Cause,
beauty is in the eye of beholder. But go ahead,
cause my
Shiny.
thing,
they got
My
research
bad.
on this now. Like, but yeah, I'll let y'all go first. I'll go in a moment. I want to hear what y'all think first.
Go ahead, Dion.
no, cause I was gonna say, okay, I've seen finance women of every, race, demographic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I've seen some ugly ass women of every race, demographic, whatever. So
Okay.
it's like, okay, what makes what makes a person desirable or undesirable a person in the next person's eyes? I get, I've heard all the stereotypes and this, that, and the third. For example, the biggest thing about why Asian men always seem to be like the least desirable is the stereotype about them having little dicks. Let's call it what it is. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just be point blank about that.
If that's the case, then
It's
why
not.
is the black woman the least desirable when if this was a sexual preference when it comes to sex, why the fuck would a black woman be at the bottom of the fucking totem pole when it comes to I
and,
just
and I'm gonna answer that. And basically, was it Q already answered that? Black women are always depicted as overbearing and controlling and angry and blah blah blah,
Least
and
feminine.
like that's
but
and it's to the point where they make black women they're depicted as unapproachable.
but my thing is the issue I have with these it's it's what everybody is saying. It says like we are praised like from everybody wants to be like us. Everybody wants to pick up on something. They want to follow a trend. If a black person starts a trend, everybody does it. But like the black, oh my god, I can go on and on about a black woman. just shit. Like it pisses me off that this is a statistic that it's like it's real. It's I just don't understand it. Personally, I've dated outside my race a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Me personally, it did. I'm not gonna say I would prefer. Okay, yes, I am gonna say I would prefer to date a black woman. It's
That's
what
fine.
it's what I'm used to. It's what I've come accustomed to. It's what my mind is too strong to deal with any other woman than a black woman. I'm my mental. I'm so far ahead of certain shit that a black woman would have to be on my side because I would jump off the bridge. A black woman would be the first person to tell you don't do it, whether you like it or not. You might question it, but in reality, she's not going to tell you don't do something if it doesn't have a purpose to it. Like
I want to add on to that real quick.
When it
So
comes to go ahead.
yeah, I just want to add it a quick thing. I feel like if you dated any other race of woman, they would tell you not to jump, but you'll probably listen to the black woman more than any other one.
Exactly, because you would take the black woman serious.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. It's just the fact that when it comes to me personally, this is no anybody who's listening to this and that they're not black, they're any other ethnicity. I have no problem with any other ethnicity when it comes to women. I love all women. Don't get me wrong, but it's about a black woman and a supportive black woman that outshines any other support from any other type of woman. Like it's different. Like you. A black woman will give you the last out of her purse if she knows it's going to a cause that'll bring something back to the table. Whether if it's legal or illegal, you just have so many strong black women who understand, who are more understanding and more willing to go through the fire because they've been through worse. You see so much, you can see the greater in certain situations when it comes to a black woman. So when people talk about, like I say, I say this to say I don't have any problem with other women. I love all women. But the fact that our women are the least desirable to me is blasphemous. How Stephen A. Smith would, how dare you say something like that on this damn radio show? Like it doesn't. If I heard it in person, I would probably be pissed off. Not at you, Ray, because I know you just bringing the evidence. But if this conversation was to be made and there was somebody who opposed to a black woman, it would really upset me.
I just be like, shit, more for me.
Hey, something. I've had the best experiences in my life with a black woman. I've had a lot of experiences with a lot of women. The black woman never fails. I've had the most fun. I've learned the most lessons from a black woman. Whether she was a good woman or not the good woman, not the woman for you at the time, I've learned from my mistakes dealing with a black woman because they're so strong and they're so willing to compromise. But when it comes to compromising, they'll only go but so far. And they teach limits. They teach they allow you to grow, but not grow outside of who you truly are. They don't. A real black woman won't allow you to go further than with your mindset. Like she's not going to let you go left. If you go left, she's going left with you.
Okay, I'm feeling what you're saying. I guess the only thing that I could add is that if black women by dating site standards are the least desirable, then they're definitely the most fetishized. Because we've seen a whole bunch of dudes that, and yet, bro, we see a whole bunch of dudes that aren't black. And when they get with a black woman or like they see an attractive black woman, bruh, oh my God, your skin, oh my God, my beautiful black goddess, my chocolate milk queen. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That type shit.
It's two things that I want to bring up. the first movie scene I want to bring up is Players Club. Y'all remember the scene in Players Club when she had all the white police officers around, and
Yeah.
they were so like hypnotized to how strong and just how much she was just taking control. They would just say it loud, black and I'm proud. Like it's like
Oh, you talking about the BDSM scene when she was spanking that one cop?
Yeah.
yeah,
I know exactly what he was talking about too.
you get where I'm coming from when it comes to that. That's how strong we are. And then I'm trying to think, what was the other scene? It was just on the tip of my damn tongue. It was that one, and it was oh man, I just lost it that fucking fast. It was another movie scene I was thinking about when it comes to like a black woman, and just understanding it's like they are the shit, and they just motherfuckers fantasize so much about us. And that's what it was. If there's Don't Be a Menace. Don't Be a Menace. The scene when the dude, I forgot the dude's name, who's supposed to be Muslim, says all the and goes in
My
detail.
milk magnesia.
Yeah. So that scene is like it's an inverted way of how white men look at black women, in a certain way. It's crazy that we are like the black. It's like the black. It's like nobody wants to be seen with a black woman for some reason. I don't get it. Like, why are you so afraid? Why are you so scared?
You want to know what's also fucked up about all that though? Colorism also plays a factor.
Oh my god.
Colorism.
Right. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. At that Astoria place that Tony took me to, there was actually obviously those women were ladies of the night. So a lot of them, they come up to you and be like, they're real sweet. They don't dress like prostitutes, by the way. They're just like casual women and casual clothes and all that other stuff. But when they come to you, they go hi, and then it's like before you even start up a conversation, they go, let's go now, me, let's go now. And to tell you about the colorism thing, it's funny because the Russians, they was worth the most, and some of the Ethiopian girls were worth the least, which is weird because
the Russian girls.
Yeah,
right.
Which is weird because the Russian girls weren't that cute to me, but the Ethiopians were beautiful. And the one Cameroon joint I really wanted, the only reason I didn't pick her because I didn't want to. I had a curfew that I had to beat, and I end up going anyway, but. Not with her, but like two Ethiopian joints because my man Clark was like, "Hey, yo, Ray, we got two of them over here. I got one for you, one for me." I was like,
"Say no more."
Oh no, I was looking at Tony. He was like, "What should I do?" He was like, "Just make sure you get back on time." I almost got in trouble. We had to beat the time. When I tell you had to beat the clock, you had to beat the clock.
But though, most races are afraid to be seen with black partners, and that means men too, black men too. Like there was a black man who dated outside of his race a lot, and he was talking about how the woman he was dating wouldn't consider taking it seriously because she was afraid for her family to find out that she was dating a black man. And I heard other stories about that too, from black women and black men who date outside their race, who try to date seriously outside their race, not just smash.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that too. I know there was a couple of Spanish women that told their black man, "Yo, I can't bring you around my father. You don't like black dudes." I've heard that shit too.
I heard y'all mentioning all the beautiful black women. I heard Ray mentioning them when I first got on this podcast. Shout out to Lisa McDowell, man, because we don't talk about we don't talk about Lisa McDowell like that, man. Lisa McDowell was a bad mamma jamma, man. Come on,
she was.
Come on, man. She went from the Soul Glow man to the Prince of Zamunda.
Hold up. If we gonna talk about black actresses that don't get enough credit, my baby Tachina Arnold.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Stop.
I love Oscino Arnold. But that's why I said the 90s was a golden era of beautiful black women.
And I'm going to say this point blank, Tachina Arnold is finer than Tisha Campbell Martin. I don't give a fuck any day. They were hyping up Tisha Campbell because she was light skinned. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
I don't want to say that. They both was pretty. They both was pretty.
They was both fine, but niggas was hyping Tisha Campbell just because she was light skinned.
No, the thing is, Tashina Arnold aged better.
Nobody hyping apple-headed heifer. Everybody was hyping the clapback queen. Pam. Niggas love Pam. Pam is the baddest thing on Martin.
Pam was the shit.
Pam was bad.
Pam was the shit.
You know what I'm saying? Let me shout out. I got to shout out all the see. Now y'all about to go make me go down the line of all the beautiful black women that don't get the credit. You know what I'm saying? Let me shout out baby girl from the Bernie Mac show because she bad as shit now. So
yeah. She is.
So
she bad. You know about the dark skin drink? The dark skin drink?
No, I'm talking about the baby girl.
Oh, Dee Davis. Dee Davis.
Yes.
Okay, that's the mother.
No. What's the name of shorty that played Bernie Mac wife on that show? Because she was.
Oh yeah. Stop playing.
Wanda.
Stop playing. Stop.
The one that was a younger teenager. She was bad as shit. She bad as shit now.
Y'all want to talk about the 90s? The 90s? Women in the 90s? Come on, Robin Givens and her cheekbones is it right there. That should tell you everything about the 90s.
Nah, man. All the girls.
What about the joints that's our age now, though? What about them? Or younger? Yeah, we talking
Keke
about
Palmer. I think Keke Palmer is
my wife. Don't nobody say her name. Leave her out of this. She is above all right now. That is the finest thing I've seen.
Shit.
And she looked like the finest woman ever, Angela Bassett. So it's a win-win.
That's
Well,
Palmer.
Who looks like Angela Bassett?
I'd say a TV
Keke
show
Palmer.
that stands out that have a lot of black females is Different World.
Oh yeah, Different World. I love Cree Summer.
Oh my god!
I can't pick one from all of them with that. I can't pick one from a different world. I can't pick a single one from that.
Every girl from Different World.
Every girl
all of
from
them
that show was bad, bro. It was
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. We talk about the past and stuff, but what about the new models? What about them? Where the new models at?
IG.
Shit.
IG.
Instagram.
Some of them are like 40 though. Even some of them are like even older than some of them are like Bernice
I
Burgos
can't really
like
respect no Instagram
40.
broad like that. I can't.
All right.
All you got going for you is looks. We're talking about women with actual talent here, bro.
That goes back to my point about Hollywood not really. No, they're not really doing it like they was doing back in the 90s. Like nowadays, tell me at least 10 badass women that's around our age.
I'm the type, you gotta have more than good looks to impress me. So it's like the Instagram broads. I'm just like, nah.
You said 10 around our age?
Around our age, from like
dark skin shorty from Star.
Star.
Oh, Ryan Destiny. I love her.
Yes.
She is fine as
Yes.
hell. Oh my god.
Okay. Amara Negra. I'm gonna count her. I know she.
Yes.
Normani's not. Can you count Normani?
Of course you can count Normani.
Okay, I'm gonna count Normani. SZA. I think SZA's bad.
SZA's beautiful.
Your girl Tinashe. We're gonna throw your girl Tinashe in there.
That's wifey.
That's why.
I missed it.
I can't even.
No, he was like, name 10 girls around our age that you would consider bad. Like black. So I said Amara Negra, Tinashe, Keke Palmer, Normani,
SZA. Oh my god.
SZA.
Oh,
I said
SZA. Since we going there from Black Panther, the chick that played T'Challa's sister. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. I can't think of her name off the top of my head.
I like the one.
That was her name.
His ex-girlfriend more than I like her, to be honest with you.
I like both.
Lupita Nyong'o.
No.
Yeah,
she's in her 40s actually.
Lupita is
and she still look good.
I think is she in her 40s? I know she's old.
And she still look good.
I can't tell.
The black girl from Walking Dead with the sword.
Oh, Gloria.
She alright too. She's not that good looking to me. She can't compare to
when she looked good in Black Panther. I always thought she looked good in Black Panther.
Who? Lupita?
Michonne.
Compared to the '90s, African though. Well, she alright. She cool. She good. She not late or nothing. She just maybe, but she not like bad.
This is we going down the line of all the beautiful women that are in our. Hey, shout
The
out to
girl.
Ray.
What about the girl that plays Starfire and Teen Titans?
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
She's a beautiful woman on what I've heard was a shitty program. I've never actually watched it myself, so I don't know.
Okay, the show's okay.
Nah,
I
bro.
heard bad reviews on that. So
What's
I
the
wouldn't
girl
know.
name that played Mary Jane?
Mary.
Zendaya?
Yes.
She biracial.
She mixed. Yeah, Zendaya mixed.
Man, she's one of us. She's an advocate.
Man, that's that exotic shit again. That's the exotic.
Nah. Hear me out. Nafessa Williams from Black Lightning. She can get all of that. Is a beautiful.
Which one? Wait, which one is she? Which one is she?
That's
the older sister.
Yeah,
She the older sister.
By the way, if we're talking about Black Lightning, China Ann McClain, I knew she was going to blossom into a beautiful woman. China Ann McClain.
The little sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was coming because I seen her sister.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I haven't watched the new season yet.
I knew that was
I know.
coming. Hey, Ray.
China Ann McClain blossomed into a beautiful woman.
Man, the older sister from Black Light
spoke some real shit.
It's like she is that.
I mean, Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
That it moved me because it made so much sense. Like
Estelle.
He's supposed to be a topic of discussion.
We just got through that. You came in late, but we talked about the. I mean, you can always throw your opinion out there, but you know.
Nah, Estelle is fucking beautiful.
We're not going back.
Estelle is beautiful, and that British accent. Oh my god,
awesome.
Who, Estelle?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Estelle. See, that's why I like Scissor because of the lips.
Speaking of Estelle, shout out to the Steven Universe franchise. She plays Garnet.
And then we got your girl Sasha Banks, and then my girl Naomi.
And Bianca. No, if you talk about
Bianca Belair.
Don't even play like she ain't the baddest thing there.
Oh, she built like a mansion. I tell you,
Lord have mercy.
Luxury.
I swing on that braid.
Everything must go.
Everything. We can keep going down the line. I'm trying to think. Damn,
I want to shout out to one of my African queens, Tiwa Savage. That's a beautiful ass. Let me tell you something about. As a Ghanaian, I may shit on Nigerians, but their women are fucking beautiful.
Duh.
Oh my god.
Duh.
I'm gonna also shout out Tiana Taylor.
You gonna shout out who?
Tiana Taylor. I love her.
You got to shout out that.
Yo, oh my god.
Let's not shout her out too much because
only girl I know could get pregnant and still have a 6-pack.
Still have a 6-pack.
Man,
amazing, bro.
That girl, that lady Tiana Taylor, she made a titanium, bro.
Oh my gosh.
She's built, bro. She's built from the same factory that LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard are from.
That woman is in the fucking
indestructible. You don't age. And I think Tom Brady's from that same place too. You don't get old. You don't get old. You don't get wrinkled. You don't get bad. You stay the same. Angela Bassett from there too. She from that same place, bro.
I'm gonna also say Janae Aiko. I just love that. Yeah. Oh my.
She's so toxic.
She's toxic. She's toxic as fuck.
So toxic and sexy. I was having a conversation about the most toxic singers in the world, and I was like, Janae Aiko. You said she's not toxic. You talk about the girl that made the other dude want to kill himself and then went and dated the other dude who broke up with the other girl who wanted to kill. You tripping.
That's Kehlani. That was Kehlani.
Oh, no. Kehlani's toxic, too. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
She's the devil in a good way. In a great way.
I don't know how that makes sense, but okay.
She is the girl that you can't get rid of, but your mama always give her the side eye because she knows she gonna fuck you up. but she won't say nothing because you gonna keep bringing her around anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the way. Be like, come on, ma, come on.
Come on,
I
mom. You know she gonna come. Come on, mom. Can she come to that? Can you be nice this time?
I gotta shout out one of like my biggest crushes, Keisha Cole. That woman is fucking beautiful.
I love Keisha Cole.
She toxic too.
As hood as righteous she is, I love Keisha Cole.
I love her so
Keisha
much.
Cole ain't toxic. She's just attract
fuck
toxic
that.
ass
Y'all want
niggas
to
out
talk
there.
about toxic? You want to talk about toxic, beautiful women? Let's talk about Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. That's
my
Wait,
God.
hold on, wait, stop for a second. Hold on. Are we really praising toxicity right now?
Hey, that's a bottle of ass. That's a fine ass bottle.
Hey,
y'all forget somebody.
No, hold up. Nah. That's something I feel like we should not do. Hold on. I don't care how fine they are. If they fucked up in some way, shape, or form, aside from looks or whatever, that's something that no, I can't promote that.
I feel you, but oh my God, she's so fucking beautiful.
She's too fine, bro. She's too fine.
She is fucking beautiful.
She is.
Gorgeous.
She is beautiful.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, she's one of the only chicks to have multiple mugshots and still look good.
And look, that's one of them, bro.
Multiple mugshots.
Yeah, but that comes a point.
How are you beautiful in a mugshot, bro? Like, how do you like?
You just cute. You just cute, and that's probably the only thing she got going for her. She cute.
Violent shit. She looked like she
going to jail for a reason.
You can look at her mugshot and tell she just fucked somebody's shit up.
Dion,
so good,
Dion, you are the same nigga that said you would fuck the shit out of Nikki Cross. I don't want you to say shit about no toxic women.
What? Nikki Cross? What do you mean?
I think it's that accent that gets him. That horrible
it's
English.
I'd rather get
in general. Like, oh my God.
Hey, I'd rather get a tattoo from Donna from Black Ink than to fuck Nikki Cross.
First of all, don't ever mention Donna ever again. That shit is toilet. That's just... I'd rather have phone sex with Miss Chalet than be in a room with Donna from Black Ink. All right.
That's rude.
Well, if we talk about, by the way, I wanted to bring up Hoops from Flavor of Love, but that was just one about personal.
Hey, I want to bring up Delicious because I just seen a clip of Delicious out singing the white.
See, I don't, see. Now you just lost me. I don't like reality show type bitches. I can't.
Dog, Hoops is bad. I don't care.
I mean, she's cute and all, but it's like other than to me, all you worth is a piece of ass.
No, that's not true.
Hoops can play ball. Nah, Hoops can play ball, so I don't care.
That's not fucking true at all.
She ain't never played nobody basketball league, so I don't give a fuck. Anyway,
you can't say that because Cardi B was a reality TV show, and now she's like just shit. So I mean,
I don't like Cardi like that.
What?
I don't know why. I love Cardi.
Cardi is Cardi. Like,
I would like hang out with Cardi. I don't care what about Cardi's the one
I would hang out with her on some cool type shit. I wouldn't date her. I wouldn't fuck her.
I would date Cardi.
I would
date Cardi. Stop it. You would date Cardi B. Stop it.
I would fuck the shit out of Cardi B because she nasty.
No.
You are.
I don't like no chick with no artificial nothing on her. That's the reason I don't like Nicki Minaj. The fuck?
On without makeup on though, she looked very regular in the face.
She looked normal. She's not ugly. She just looks normal.
She's not ugly though.
Her ass and titties are fake, so it's a turn off for me. Anyway,
what?
Nah, I don't know what's
any artificial anything on a chick is on an automatic turn off for me. I don't want you.
So, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Fake breasts feel like balloons, but at the same time, you just look at you.
If she wears hair weave, you're turned off.
Get them.
Do you have? What do you have? What do you have under that? I know women wear.
If she wears
do that shit for
fingernails on her finger,
desperate, yeah.
Fake fingernails on her finger. You turned off.
Yeah. Fake eyelashes.
Fake eyelashes. She turned off.
Basically, look, that shit looks stupid to me. Them big exaggerated eyelashes.
Why must her lips not that shiny?
You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's artificial on our end? You want to know what's arti You want to
What?
know what's artificial on our end? Haircuts.
Not really.
Stop going to get a haircut.
Exactly. You would say that, and I just went to the barbershop earlier, nigga. Damn. But anyway,
Hey, yo, Dion, let me ask you a question.
Who
Would
is
you fuck
laughing?
Whoopi Goldberg?
Who is
Would you
laughing?
fuck Whoopi Goldberg?
no. What? Whoopi Goldberg reminded me of my fucking grandmother. No.
I'm talking about like the old, like if you ever seen old pictures of Whoopi Goldberg, would you fuck Whoopi Goldberg? Like back in her heyday.
No, hey Ray, I got a better one. Ray, I got a
How,
better
how old we talking? Because
Ray,
the youngest,
Ray,
because like the
I got a
youngest
better
images of Whoopi Goldberg that's implanted in my
I got
head
a
is
better
from
older
like the
I got a
90s.
better older
So
person.
like, how old is we talking?
Hey Ray, I got a better older person.
Go ahead.
Would you fuck Eartha Kitt Young?
I'd fuck the shit out of her.
I'm about to say,
Didn't Eartha Kitt pass away not too long ago?
Yeah, she
But
did.
okay,
Rest in peace. May God rest her soul.
rest in peace,
but
Eartha Kitt.
mind you, yeah,
Eartha Kitt
she was
was a sex
gorgeous.
symbol. She know it.
Could, yeah.
She was a sex symbol. She was an actor. She was a great actor. What's it called? Broadway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She did a lot
I do.
for
I
black
do you one. I do you one. You know what? Since we talking fine ass older women, I do you one better. And this one's still alive. Felicia Rashad.
You
Oh, that's a
fucking
no-brainer.
nigga. What? I would.
Nigga, that's a no-brainer.
marry
And she
Felicia
speaks
Rashad.
Spanish.
Fuck fucking her. I would wait till we get married and still wouldn't do nothing with her. I just want her to be my wife. You ain't got to
Nah,
never
you
bring
wildin'.
me-
Nah,
you never got
you
to bring me
wildin'.
coffee. I'm
Shoot,
not Huxtable.
right?
Dr. Huxtable. You ain't got to bring me no coffee.
You wildin'
Yo.
because I'm not talking to a chick for more than a month if she don't give up the cheeks. Anyway,
Oh my God. You are impatient.
But you don't want
You are
Toxic.
very impatient.
nail and
Toxic.
Dion.
fuck
That's what I
that.
asked you. You are toxic. Dion. You are toxic. Dion.
I'm not toxic.
Yes, you are.
I just know.
Yo, Clarence, that's not that bad.
I just know
Clarence,
me as a motherfucking man. I know my worth as a motherfucking man. You not. I'm sorry. You not gonna hold up a high class motherfucker me when you done let
You just
lose
told
it.
me
The fuck you
that a
mean?
girl with fake ass and titties, her fake nails, fake turns you.
You see y'all
But you
talking
wouldn't
about
girl if she don't let you fuck after 1 month.
since y'all talking about the old school chicks, Shantae Moore is mine. That's a beautiful ass woman. I'm telling
Shantae's got a man
you. Me.
at home.
That's a beautiful ass woman, bro. It's unfair how beautiful she is.
All
Okay.
right, so since we really talking about older women, Shaka Khan.
No.
Shaka Khan looked like old Nicki Minaj. So yeah.
That's exactly who she looks like. She looks like what Nicki Minaj is supposed to look like.
No.
So Dion, I showed you the picture of young
No.
Whoopi Goldberg. You telling me you
Yes,
must take that down?
To Shaka Khan, bro?
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Why?
I'd have to. Not gonna.
You want to know the real reason?
Not going front. I'd be slow stroking her for like 6 hours, bro.
You'll be what?
I'm not even gonna stop. I slow stroke her for like 6 hours, bro.
6 straight hours.
Just.
Just sing through the fire in my head. We good. That's it. Just keep it on repeat. Just keep.
Yo, actually, like one of my
Janet
biggest.
Jackson, y'all playing? Y'all just gonna forget about the old lady like that?
No, but I can't do Shaka Khan because
You know
she
what's
better
weird? I don't
one of my
consider
uncles.
Janet Jackson old, and I know she's like in her 50s. I know she's in her 50s and shit. I really don't consider.
I want to see Janet's like 50.
Hey, I know one thing we can all say.
Ooh.
Y'all sing
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Hold on. Who's that?
Lord Jesus. Hey.
You said Tracy Ellis
Ray.
Ross?
Oh, I thought that was like I was making a joke. Oh, we can all agree on Tracy Ellis Ross, even though I would take her down. I would take Tracy Ellis.
You can have that.
What?
You can have
Is it the
that.
eyes? Is it the eyes?
I'd be all
Hey,
over
Ray.
Tracy.
Hey,
The fuck
Ray.
you mean?
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross got ass, bro.
Hey,
Not just
Ray.
ass, but ass.
Hey, Ray.
Several
Yeah.
A's in ass.
I didn't even know Tracy Ellis Ross had all that ass until like some years ago.
I
When I
think
seen that shit,
I seen it
it
on Wild and
changed
Out,
my
and I was like, God damn.
yo. It changed. That changed my life, bro.
Shoot.
There was there was always one woman I never knew her name, but I knew what show she was on. She was on Half and Half. I'm gonna show you a picture of her. But everybody remember that show Half and Half that was on UPN? Not the girl that played Mona. That was the
Yeah.
girl I had a crush on. She was, and if y'all don't know her from there, y'all seen Half Baked. The chick
I know what you're
Chappelle
talking
was.
about. She was Dave Chappelle's
Oh,
girl, half baked. Yeah. I know what
I
you're
got
talking about.
booty. I
And
got
ooh
booty.
yeah, ooh yeah,
Yeah,
ooh yeah.
I
Damn, what was
love
her
that
name?
woman. I've always thought that woman was beautiful.
I
Hey,
can't think
her.
of her name either.
Hey, what about? Okay, so you talking about what's that? Half and half, right?
Yeah,
You remember the other lady, the other girl, her sister,
Essence Atkins.
her and her mother.
Yeah, the mother's a beautiful woman too.
The mother is a beautiful woman.
Very,
What?
very
Hold up.
beautiful.
What about what's the crazy lady from fucking? What's the lady from a Thin Line?
I know you're talking
Vanessa
about.
Williams?
No, it's not Vanessa
No,
Williams. I know you're talking about. You ever seen
who is
Head
it?
of State?
No,
Because she was
that's
also like she was on Head of State.
Lynn Whitfield?
Yes,
Yes. Oh my
Glenn
god.
Whitfield.
Oh my god. Oh
Oh
my.
no, that's a beautiful woman. She's a
Oh my
beautiful woman.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
shit.
That's a beautiful fucking woman.
Then
She
Whitfield
is.
don't get
She
talked
is
about
on the
enough.
same. She is in the same. To me, she's in the same category of beautiful of Angela Bassett. Like you cannot. You can't. You can't. You can't find that nowhere.
That is classy.
No,
What
guys.
about, okay, I got one for you. What about the comedian Samoa?
Nigga, Samoa would have got tore down after Soul Plane.
She hood pretty. I wouldn't say classy pretty. She hood pretty.
She still
But
look good though.
yeah, I'm about to say you
Whether you
jump on
call
it.
it hood or whatever, she still look good though.
No. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Melinda Williams.
Melinda Williams.
That's the girl from The Wood that played the younger.
Oh,
She
I'm
is
gonna get my brother Stacy.
yes.
Oh my
She is
God, that
fucking
chocolate,
beautiful.
that chocolate.
Oh,
Milk.
hold on. Wait, question. What happened to what's her name? Is it Tatiana Ali? She played Ashley in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tatiana Ali.
oh, she's still bad now. She got a body. If you seen her now, girl got a body too. Just she was when she had her own show called Love That Girl. She was
Yeah, and oh god,
oh my God.
oh god,
Ain't no looking good.
we done went way the fuck off topic here, but
But
Hey man, it's never off topic when you're showing love to the queens.
Yeah, I was about to say.
true,
like,
but you know, we were supposed to talk about something completely different.
All right, any last words for this topic?
All I'm saying is black women cannot be competed with in any day or age, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there. All the
Black don't
women we
crack.
done,
I'm,
all the women we done named, like who's touching them? Who?
I wanna
I was about to
throw
say,
this out
and
there.
don't say Pamela Anderson because she looked like a fucking train wreck.
I want to throw this out there since on.
Oof. His mic.
his mic is
Yeah,
underwater.
you're underwater.
Yeah, your mic is gone. I guess,
I sound that.
no, you're good now.
You good now, man?
All right, I was gonna say. So a lot of these cats that's basically talking down on black women, to our so-called brothers, our key term so-called that's out here talking down on black women. You are out here disrespecting that from whence you came. To which I say, you ain't shit. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right, gentlemen, we can get into the gang violence in Chicago about the innocent bystanders being shot by the gang violence, or we go to our final thoughts. Which way y'all want to go?
Save that one for next week. Let's go into our final thoughts.
All right, we're gonna go into our final thoughts. Q, would you vote for Kanye?
You asked me that. See, okay,
You ain't gotta answer it now,
okay,
but you know, it's not your final thought. But if you want to vote for Kanye, yes or no?
Here's the joke. Here's the joke behind it. Ray is saying this because he knows I'm a big Kanye advocate, and he knows I love Kanye West, so he's putting me in a trick bag. Fuck no, I'm not voting for Kanye West.
All right, go ahead with your final thought, Q.
My final thought. What's my final thought? Oh, okay. First of all, it's good to hear from everybody again. I know it's been a while since I've actually been back on the podcast. The NBA is coming back. The meals look terrible, you know. You know, LeBron got a hairline. You know, everything seems to be going right. Oh yeah, man. Rest in peace to the little boy that got shot up here. You know, in this area, everybody who's dying recklessly in this area because of the violence that's just unnecessary. We need to stop it. We didn't walk. I didn't walk. I didn't protest. I didn't march. I didn't do none of this for people to still be dying for nothing. And I'm not saying it like I'm the only person who did it, but I'm saying it because now I can actually say that I walked for a purpose. And for me to get up and go do this, and for y'all to still be killing each other senselessly, it's stupid. And then it's innocent people getting shot. It's somebody's son who's not even going to see high school that's getting shot because of the pointless violence that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We need to do better. The summer is here. We need to do better. You know what I'm saying? Mask up, take care of yourself, wash your hands, wash yourself. You know what I'm saying? Social distancing, you know, and my Celtics in 6. Let's go.
Celtics. All right, Dion. Excuse me. I didn't say everything I want to say. I'm good.
I didn't say everything I want to say. No, we need to talk about this artificial thing that you keep talking about, man. Like, no, you not gonna skip over.
I mean, if we really gonna go there, I'm just sick of the trend. I'm just sick of this shit.
Look, okay, I get it. I get where you're coming from. No, he talking about women. Like when they put things on their body.
The check pins and shit, the fake ass, the fake titties, and all the other shit.
I'm tired of all that shit too, though.
I'm not saying he's wrong for being tired of it. What I'm saying is you can't have that mentality and you can't want a woman like that and then don't date a woman after a month because she ain't gave you no pussy. That doesn't match. It doesn't match.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Explain.
You said explain?
I don't know. First of all, when it comes to women, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You said what?
Well, see, when it comes to women, I don't know who you think you're talking to. I don't got the drawers off for some girls after nearly a couple of days. I'm just good like that. Only reason I ain't smashing any and everything moving simply because I'm not that dude anymore. I could very well still do the same, but I'm not.
First of all, Dion.
First of all,
I gotta say a name like that, Dion. If anybody that knows about these women, I'm an Aquaman. It just comes naturally for me. What I'm saying is your standards are a little too high to be getting pussy in the first 30 days.
Yeah.
Just like,
I was there for half accused women.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
And so to say, I was there for most accused women.
I'm about to say, nah, no bullshit. Nah, we sick of that shit, y'all, man. We love the women the way y'all look. I'm mad at Summer Walker. That's who I'm mad at the most because Summer Walker was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and she fucked her whole face up, and it pissed me off.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Lil Kim.
Hey, bro, she went from Summer Walker to something stank all the time.
Young and it blew. And the funny thing is, the innocence in her face when she had her regular face was the most beautiful thing I ever seen because she looked like a normal person with a banging ass body. I mean, the body was fake, but
let me get she went from Summer Walk to Summer Runaway.
Basically.
Well, y'all know.
I won't say that. I do think she's still attractive.
Y'all know that, right?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said, y'all know they don't care what y'all like, but they do.
Yeah, exactly.
What they do though, because they gonna start complaining about what you
They went
don't.
and did the surgeries and all the other bullshit procedures to themselves for a reason, bro. All that shit come from somewhere, you know, insecurity, self-hate, whatever.
Yeah, somebody told her that she
shit
didn't
come
look as
from
good as she
somewhere.
did.
It's like you look good as you are. God don't make mistakes, man.
I swear, because Summer Walker is like,
Yeah, he do.
like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, he do.
Shut up.
He makes mistakes. Let's not cap.
No, he don't make mistakes. Sometimes he forget that the food is in the microwave. That's it. Like, there's nothing wrong.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes God walks out the house and forgets he got noodles on the stove and they overcook, and then he try to make them as good as they can.
Now
you
you
know what I'm
wildin', chill.
I'm
You
just saying
wildin'
there's
with
some
that
soggy,
one, bro.
there's some soggy noodle ass people out in this earth,
right,
man.
it's some soggy noodle people out here that got over seasoned and oversaturated that people think that they're good, but when you really taste it, it's some soggy ass noodles with some juice at the bottom.
Hey, what's trash to some is treasure to others, my nigga. But anyway,
Hey man, if that trash is your treasure, then I'm not fucking with you. That's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it was, but I'm just letting you know.
If that's your treasure, then your motherfucking captain must be Sticky Beard from Codename Kids Next Door, because you ain't got shit. You ain't gonna never get nothing with that shit.
This why I love Q. Q understands me.
Yeah,
God
like,
damn it.
Hey, I never said I wanted any part of it. All I'm saying is there's someone out there that want a piece of that. So,
All right. Yeah, please take
ain't
that off of our hands.
ain't necessarily got shit to do with me, but there's somebody out there that want a motherfucking piece of that.
A piece of you're not gonna get a piece of it. You're not gonna get a piece. It's just you're gonna get the whole thing. You can't get a piece of some soggy
noodles. And if you end up
noodles.
getting more than what you bargained for, then it is what it is.
Then you need to stop bargain shopping because you keep bargain shopping. That's what you're gonna get, a bargain. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna end up in Maury. You know how them niggas they be looking stupid with the fucking women that they be fucking with. They be some real. I remember one time I was watching Maury and all the women he fucked was ugly. I'm like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Shorty was on a losing streak, bro.
And he got all your chicks ugly and they all had your babies. Like, bro.
But see, in his world, if you take two ugly bitches and put them together, that's an average bitch. And then if you take the other ugly bitch and put them together, that's another average bitch. You take two average bitches, that's one bad bitch. So between them 6 bitches that he had that was ugly, it was one bad bitch and one average bitch that was on that line. You gotta give my man his credit. He the goat.
The fuck kind of math are you doing? The fuck kind of math is you doing?
Hey, I'm doing lame nigga math, man. Don't judge me.
Cue the reach God, everybody.
Get the
Cue
fuck
the reach God. Hey, that was a reach. That was a reach.
That was a reach.
Can everybody reach for me right now? Wherever you at,
That's
reach for me.
that Dawson from Street Fighter reach, nigga. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's Dawson, nigga. That's motherfucking Mr. Fantastic reach, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? Like,
I was gonna say Plastic Man, but okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, y'all shouldn't talk to me, man. Leave me alone.
Wait, nigga, you started this conversation, nigga. The fuck?
And
So
now
what?
he's ending it. Grand opening, grand closing.
Hey,
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Hey, no bullshit. Hey, the funny thing is, like, it's just I love our women so much. It pisses me off to see. Like, I swear to God, I really think Angela Bassett is the baddest woman I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, she is bad.
Too bad she can't do Storm.
Like she's the perfect example of Asian gracefully. Perfect example.
Yeah, she ain't started showing her age until like
Literally,
recently.
nigga. Literally,
Asian.
the older she gets, the finer
The
she
finer
gets.
she gets, bro. I swear to
I
God, I've
don't know
never
about
seen
all
nobody.
that, but okay.
You don't know about all what, nigga. She's
The
like
older
60.
she gets,
She
the
like
finer she
60.
gets.
She like
She's starting to
62
get
and
wrinkles
her
in
ass
these
is
movies
poking.
now. I mean,
She's 62 and her ass is poking.
man, she ages the best. I agree with that. She ages the best I've ever seen.
Like, I've never seen nobody age better than her. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Now you know who? No, you know who's aging real gracefully too? Sade.
Nigga, Sade is a
Oh
myth.
my god.
She's a myth. We don't even know if she's real. Like, we only see her once every 10 years. She's like
Bro,
a
that
cicada.
woman.
We don't
That
see her. Like, she's
that
that
woman
fine.
took that woman took her looks from the 80s and just maintained it. I swear to
Right.
God.
Hey,
Bruh.
y'all didn't even name another 90s fucking woman that's fine as shit. And she had a fine ass daughter. Lisa Bonet.
Lisa
What the
Bonet.
fuck is wrong with y'all?
How
What
the
is y'all talking about?
fucking
Hold up, wait.
Cause
Can I
Ray,
name another Lisa real quick that don't
Ray,
get
you
talked
are
about
my
enough?
best fucking friend. You already knew what I was about to do, man. Lisa Bonet and motherfucking Zoe Kravitz is bad as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zoe looks fucking delicious.
Zoe is
Zoe
amazing,
looks
boy.
motherfucking delicious.
Zoe looks. Oh
Uh,
my god!
Hold up.
what was you gonna say, Dion?
I was gonna say another older woman who don't get enough credit, bruh. Jennifer Lewis.
Hey, Jennifer Lewis could be my mother in any generation.
She's such an auntie. She's such an auntie.
Yeah.
She's
Hey,
not an auntie.
hey.
You
I've
can't
never.
tell me she don't look good for her age, though.
She's a
I've,
very beautiful woman,
hey,
but she just
I've never
screams
loved.
auntie.
I've never loved a woman as much as my mama until I started listening to Jennifer Lewis, man. Just her entire aura is just like cookout.
She seemed like the type of Jennifer Lewis seemed like the type of woman that'll like put that thing on you and then send you to bed. Like
Probably would.
Jennifer Lewis looked like she got some good ass deviled eggs in the refrigerator right now. Like, some Bob with the
For
motherfucking
me,
with the
you
paprika on the
shouldn't
top
have.
and everything. Like, it was already made. Like she do her own edible arrangements. Like, she looked like the type to do some shit. I love black women.
Shotty Wolf, you got any final words?
Come on, man, say something so we can keep talking.
I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna take his side too. So his.
Keep making up for lost times.
Hey, I swear I am. Y'all don't understand. Hey, I'm making up for all the motherfucking weeks I missed. So here's another badass woman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going down the line.
This is the Black Woman Tier List show.
Yes, Lisa Ray. Let's go. Da Brat. Let's go.
Oh, the Brat is beautiful. That's
Da Brat.
I love her.
Da Brat. Queen Latifah.
Man.
Queen Latifah. I don't know what
I think the brat is the reason why I like dykes.
Nah, Ray, you like dykes.
I like dykes.
You like dykes.
No, Ray, you just like dykes. I don't know why.
like dykes.
I like that.
Don't blame the Brat.
Hold on. We're not gonna
I
start like
do.
Brad is ugly now. Hold on, wait. That's
No,
not what
Hold
we're
up,
not gonna
nigga,
do.
what?
I
Who the
never
fuck
said
We're not
said
that.
gonna
that Brett
pretend
was
that Brad is
ugly?
ugly.
I never
Who
said
Brad was
that.
hold
always
up, time
beautiful.
out. Who said that, Dion?
We're not gonna stunt like she was ugly. Brad was always cute.
Hey, hold up,
We're
shut the
all
fuck up.
saying
Ain't
she
nobody,
was
ain't nobody,
No
you,
one
hold up.
said that.
Nobody said anything about
But
being
the
ugly.
way
We
niggas laughed
established
when
that the
you
Brat was
mentioned
the
the
better
Brad,
looking.
I was like,
She
hold
was
up,
the
wait a
better
minute.
looking Ray than Lisa Ray, and that's not even a stretch. It's a very close race. But if you took face and just based it off the face, the Brat looks better than Lisa Ray. I'm sorry.
You know who reminds me of the Brad low key? Dage Loaf, and that's another beautiful woman.
Who
I
Dave?
love
Yeah,
these.
yeah, Dave
Dage
Loaf.
Loaf is beautiful.
I ain't seen or heard from Dej Loaf in a minute.
You not
Yeah,
going to?
You're not going to.
she's super low key.
I think she signs with Def Jam, and you know how Def Jam do their artists. You
Oh,
don't see them every year.
that's a woman our age that y'all did not mention. That is from here. Ari Lennox is so fucking
Yeah. Ari
oh
Lennox is a
oh
beautiful
my
woman.
fucking god. Okay,
Ari
I'm
Lennox is a beautiful woman.
Kiki Palmer. I'm sorry, but Ari got to get it before you do.
Nah. Ari Lennox is a very beautiful woman.
I
Ari
like
Lennox.
Ari.
Ari Lennox is so fine, and she look like she's from Uptown. She just look like she's from DC.
Hold on, wait, hold up. As a New Yorker, me being from Brooklyn, I gotta bring it home real quick. Bernadette Stan is from Good Times.
Oh wow, you
Now, you
Thelma?
went all the way.
Damn, that's how
Wow,
you
you
feel.
all the way back. Thelma?
That's how
Thelma,
that's how
Damn.
you
yes.
feel.
Yes. I had to bring it home.
Shit.
And she's from Brooklyn too. She's from my hometown. So I gotta show my city love, man.
Ain't no fucking way.
I think that was my first
Ain't
black
no
crush
fucking way you bring
as
her
far as
up.
the TV person is concerned.
I went there. The fuck you gonna do about it? Anyway,
Mine was Aisha from Power Rangers. Who have I met in real life?
So
And
you
she's
remember?
actually really fucking
I
cute.
was there. You was all, he had the big head on your face.
Nigga,
Okay,
I
so
was cheesing
since
from
y'all want
ear
to
to
go,
ear when I
all
seen
right.
her,
So
yeah. I could
since
not.
you want to go, since y'all
And
want
she
to
was
go,
like, oh,
since
that's
y'all want to
so
go
cute.
underground, you want to go underground. Lisa from Saved by the Bell before she went crazy.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Lark Boys. Lark Boys.
Like
I love
she's
Lark
beautiful,
Boys.
but she's like a white dipped in chocolate to me.
I can
It's
see what you mean.
yeah.
I see what you mean with that.
Oh, rest in peace, the girl from Family Matters.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one that likes Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
Myra Boutros Clubhouse.
Yeah.
She was
That
around.
died long.
whoa.
He
I'm
died a
late.
long time
When?
ago, bro.
yeah, she died years ago.
The
He
fuck
died a
happened to
long
her?
time ago.
You talking his
Years.
girlfriend, the little dorky one that was his
Yeah.
girlfriend on the show?
Uh huh.
Yeah, she did die years ago.
Yeah, she died a long time ago.
Nigga, I didn't know. What happened to her?
I want to say car accident.
Nah, that was
No,
that
she
was the
was
Yellow
sick.
Ranger.
Nah, she
Okay,
was sick.
okay,
I think it was
okay.
a cancer, some type of illness. That's what
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh,
Yeah. She
damn.
and she used to look better than Laura, and Laura wasn't shit.
Now,
Laura
Laura
blew up. Have you
Lugo
seen
wasn't
Laura
shit.
blew up in recent days?
Hold up, time out. Let's talk about fucking Mrs.
First of
Winslow.
all, it's a tie. I don't care what anybody say. It's a fucking tie. Laura and Myra both look good.
You can't pick, man.
Yeah, I cannot pick.
If we going based off of looks, I'll probably edge to Laura more than
Man,
Myra.
I can't agree with that.
But based off of how Laura was treating my man, like fuck that bitch, man. Myra was the shit.
I mean, you can't really say that
Right.
nowadays because if a chick don't want you, she don't want you. You can't really mad at her for not
But
wanting
see that. But look if you watch the story, and everybody who's watched the story in this podcast right now will tell you, Laura didn't want Steve until Steve wanted Myra.
you. Right,
By
yeah.
the way, her real name is Michelle Thomas.
Yeah, rest in peace to her.
Michelle Thomas. Well, Myra, she was bad though. She was cute with the face.
Like when he went, like when he really pursued Myra and was serious about her, that's when she all of a sudden fell in love with her. Oh, what about Fancy from fucking the Jamie Foxx
From the
show?
Jamie Foxx show.
Bad.
Oh,
Garcelle, I can never pronounce her last name.
Garcelle Boubois.
Yeah.
Bad to the bone.
Oh.
Nah, you know who I used to have a crush on? There was an episode of That's So Raven where a super dark skinned, not super dark skinned, but she was like a dark skinned superstar that Raven was trying to like get into one of her shows or whatever.
I remember that one. I remember that episode.
Nah, she was fucking beautiful as shit.
Nateri.
Nateri Norton.
Oh my god,
bruh.
She's the reason why I watch Power.
She probably had the best chocolate nipples you will ever see.
In your life.
Damn.
In your life, I wanted to drive that truck so bad.
That's surely that was in lottery with Bow Wow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she's so fucking fine, bro.
Absolutely.
That's why I hated Ghost.
Hold up, time out. How about this? The mother from Baby Boy. I can keep going down the line. Don't do this to me.
Who was also in House Party?
Yes, she was in House Party. That was what's her name? Best friend. That was
Gina's best friend.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, I'm about to say I could keep going down the line. Don't make me do this.
And Ving Rhames got the grab and feel all up on that, the lucky bastard.
Boy, when that nigga did squats with her ass, man.
I'm saying that's one of the most iconic.
Hey, I was like, he was a legend. I'm like, hey, Ving Rhames, you are a legend for doing squats with that ass, man. He was doing workouts with that ass, man. I was like, dog. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, for real. I need to get my weight up. I really need to get my weight up if you doing that shit.
Yeah, God.
Like, he was, that nigga was working. I was like, beat that pussy.
All right, Q, before you continue, Father, do you have any final thoughts?
Hey man, I just want to shout out to all the black women with the big foreheads, God's gift to earth. They said when God purified the earth, he added black women with big foreheads. So they
Rihanna.
can, you know what I'm saying? There was too many black ones. So, you had to put the blessings in a catalyst. And that catalyst turned into the black woman with the big forehead. So when you kiss a black woman with a big forehead, bruh, the blessing's gonna shower you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, shout out to them because they the best. Shout out to Walmart.
The big forehead women. We love y'all big head.
That's why Sade's aging so gracefully. She got a big forehead.
Right. If you ain't got a forehead, you got a 5 head. We love you. All right. If you don't have dreams, you have movies. We love you.
Hey, if your head shaped like a light bulb, we love you.
I did have a crush on Drea Michelle though. Drea Michelle was like, she got a big ass. She got a head like Tweety. You got a fucking head like Tweety.
Oh, you talking about Drea?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Fine ass Drea from what you call it?
Say something real quick. You know who was a fine ass piece of chocolate?
You're on the water again.
Yeah, I know.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. I was saying, what happened to Tweet? What happened to Tweet pretty ass?
Oh my.
Yeah.
She does background vocals. She be doing background vocals. She be good. She good. She Gucci.
What happened to Carrie Hilson?
Beyonce.
I'm about to say, yeah, we know what happened. I'm about to say, we know what happened. I just wanted to say.
I was going to say, no one
I just wanted to say it.
Ever since that shit with her and the Beehive, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she tried to diss Beyonce in the song. Why?
A. Marie did too.
You said what?
A. Marie did too. That one never came out, but yeah.
Of course it never came out.
Of course.
But the only reason A. Marie did it because fucking Beyonce took her producer and was making hits with her.
That was Jay-Z fault, but that's neither here nor there. The point is,
ouch.
Oh yeah, shout out to Winnie Harlow. That's another beautiful black woman that I love so much.
Winnie Harlow. Okay.
Winnie Harlow.
Oh, that's the girl with the
This is a badass motherfucker right there.
That's the pigmentation, right? The one with the pigmentation.
Yeah. Vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know why that name is speaking.
Yeah, shout out to Winnie Harlow.
I heard she was an asshole.
Really,
All
I
models,
heard the
are.
opposite.
All
I
models
heard the
are.
opposite.
I think
Speaking
a
of
lot of
models,
models are.
But I say all models are. I heard Marcel,
yeah,
whatever her
Eva
name is.
Marcel.
I heard she was an
Yeah,
asshole too.
I still think
everybody,
Yaya should have won that season, but that's just
nah,
me.
Yaya should have won that season. Everybody said Yaya should have won that season.
Hold up,
Yaya should
wait,
have won
wait,
that
wait.
season.
We talking about fine ass black women. No one brought up the Murray twins. I
No,
surprised no one brought up the Murray twins.
no.
Oh, Tia and Tamara. Okay.
Oh
No,
no, you
nah,
tripping. Hold up. No, you tripping. You tripping.
No
nah,
one mentioned the Murray twins. Since we talking
My
about
twins
fine ass
big like
black
nah,
Tia and
twins.
Tamara. Tia and
nah,
Tamara. Tia and
No?
Tamara.
We not.
nah.
Hold on, wait. Leave Doja Cat out of this. We're not going to discuss her in that song. But anyway, we're talking about the Ashley Murray twins. We're not discuss. We're not. You know, we have our. We've already been over.
Yo,
We're not even going to go into that.
What about
I
Raven
never
Simone?
found them attractive.
Y'all just gonna walk past the girl like the girl wasn't the finest thing in the world at one point?
And Dr. Doolittle, that was like her peak. And then after that, it just fell apart.
No, it did. That's so Raven was her peak, and then it fell
No,
apart.
Dr. Doolittle, I will continue to say
I feel
Dr.
like she's
Doolittle
a cheater
was
girl.
Raven's peak.
To
And
me,
then
I
she
feel like
fell
she's
off.
a cheater girl, and then kind
Of
of
her looks. And I hate to judge a woman by her looks.
Yeah, that was her peak. That was her
Nah,
peak.
that was her peak. That was her
Damn,
peak.
that's fucked
Dr.
up. Y'all
Doolittle.
don't
I
like
will
that so
always say Dr.
Raven?
Doolittle was her peak.
Y'all don't like that so Raven? Y'all don't like Disney Channel Raven?
Hell
No,
no.
Disney Channel Raven was good,
she was
but
still a teenager at that time, so
I
we
mean,
can't
not
really.
hell no, but she was
She
cute.
wasn't bad in That's So Raven, but if you ask me what her peak was, it was Dr. Doolittle.
She just she gained some weight.
also she's 34, but she looks 50. Make it make sense.
And she married to a white woman.
Who Raven Simone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Talk about
shout out to the baby trying to accomplish all our childhood dreams.
that nigga, and he got real close too.
Yeah, like he was real close to hitting that.
But
Like,
for the record, I still smash Raven Simone, but I be like, I just picture Dr. Doolittle in my head.
you are also trifling.
Yeah, I know. This is probably why she's a lesbian now. Because of
Yeah,
shit I say.
because of shit like that. That's probably what Orlando Brown told her. Ooh, yeah.
oh my god.
Hey, yo, all right.
Shout out to him, because if he wasn't on drugs, he'd be a pretty good rapper, to be honest.
Yo, he'd be a really good actor if he wasn't on fucking drugs.
He would be really good at a lot of shit. He would be Wayne Brady.
Yeah, he would.
He gives me the Wayne Brady, Keenan Thompson feel.
He could get back, but he need to get his shit together, man. He need to get off to whatever he be saying.
Bro, Hollywood has already blackballed that man. If he get back, he will just be back.
He's still getting Disney checks. At least he's still getting Disney checks.
Yeah, he get Disney checks.
I think he's spending that Disney check on drugs though. But that's
he's spending that Disney check on bail money because he always beating his girlfriend.
That nigga. Yeah, that boy need help.
Yeah, I'm fucked up about that. I used to fuck with Orlando Brown, like for real.
Yeah, so I think I might have to end this podcast before we go on to video vixens like Melissa Ford and Key Toy, or porn stars like Roxy Reynolds and Cherokee and shit.
Oh,
Do
fire!
not get me started on porn stars. Do not get me started on porn stars.
Which, by the way, shout outs to Ambitious Beauty and Nina Roddy.
That's got to be a conversation for another day, bro.
I know. That's got to be for another day.
Stephanie Benz.
But also shout out to Melissa Ford. That's probably one of the finest women I've ever seen. I don't care. I love my dark skin women, but goddamn Melissa Ford, that is a beautiful woman.
Melissa Ford. Shout out to all right. We talking about the finest woman we ever seen. Shout out to Megan Good. You just too fine. Like it's no way possible you could look that fine. Like, come on, man. You was fine in Friday. You was on Friday with a hat. Saying you hate this ice cream truck, and you was fine then.
That's just, she's always number one light skinned woman. I love Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah.
She fixed Jesse Smollett.
Who
Fixed-
brung up the baddest home record to ever live?
I did.
She is the finest home wrecker ever. I swear to God.
Oh, her or Gabrielle Union?
Oh, you are funny as shit.
Oh,
Oh, you are funny.
we really wait.
I love Gabrielle Union.
Oh, Ray, you trifling motherfucker.
Hold on.
I thought I was good. You are amazing. I forgot about her. You know what, Gabrielle, you might be the best home wrecker alive. And then you even not only did you wreck a home, you made it okay for his son to turn gay. Then you went on the radio and talked about eating his ass. Like, didn't the man dyed his hair pink? Like, you did everything. Like, you are a winner chicken dinner. The only thing...
And then told Steph and Aisha, y'all should break up and fuck other people.
Hey, so, on live, not even personally.
All right, now my child is losing the shimmer. I'm about to be out.
They didn't even have a personal question. She went on live and told them you should date other people. This bitch is a universal home wrecker. Even if she don't want the home, she gonna wreck it.
Crazy.
Oh, that's who she is, Clarence. Okay, god damn, she is fine.
Who?
The chick with Black Lightning. Okay, this is my first time seeing her.
The gay girl?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she is fine as a motherfucker, boy. I don't know what you been watching.
That's all I got to
I don't know what you been watching.
Ness.
But I love to hit Thunder. Because that's her name, Thunder. I love to hit Thunder. I love to hit that.
Yo, I will go trans just to have a shot at her.
You did not say that.
All right, okay.
Tell me you didn't just say that.
Hey, father. I'm gonna tell you, father. Hey, father, that was a reach. So you gotta reach with me. You gotta reach. You gotta reach. That was a reach. I'm not gonna let you slide with that.
Just say that.
Hey, Ray, umbrella.
Bullet spray from a Beretta.
Yeah, that was a reach. That was that reach. Don't reach like that again.
And on that note, because obviously you can see we can go forever. We can damn near go a whole podcast about the black woman.
We need this is a testament of how much we love y'all. We went off script. We had I'm pretty sure I got on this podcast and just like ruined everything talking about women because
I knew it was gonna go this way. Like,
come on, women, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I could go. Like, it's women in our school that I could name to be like, hey, shout out to you for looking that fine. It should be a shame.
Ass.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them I wanted to shout. I could shout out,
but you know what I'm saying. We don't do no subliminals. You know what I'm saying. We ain't thirsty.
Yeah, y'all know who y'all are. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast. I would like to thank the panel for coming up on here again. I would like to thank y'all listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we signing out. Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to all the black women.
Shout out to all the black women.
Shout out to all the black women.
Hey,